7 is underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat, but a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
To the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. First down and more past the 20. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
First down, Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. That's now his second interception and as many hits from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
At the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
On second down, McCaffrey. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 26.
DJ Swearingen.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Carolina.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
By Yetur Gross-Matos. No gain on the play.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And Josh Hill has it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They run from the shotgun with Murray. A gain of 3, second down.
Murray, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline.
In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the Saints' 13-yard line.
Second down, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
On third down, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold him to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Saints.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. At the 22-yard line.
Ready? Go waiting. 5-9.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
To Alvin Kamara. Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Saints, nothing.
Ready? 5-9.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to find Hill here. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 38, Breeze. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And they'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A give. This is Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Bridgewater now. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And some space here. Try! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
A gain of 20.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. Nothing. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Shotgun now for Breeze. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze.
Fired that one in.
And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Bridgewater. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's Breeze to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. On 1st down, they run with Kamara. He'll take it forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
The tackle made at the 30.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 36, Breeze Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
We're going 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And this carries into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Again, it's Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. As his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he gets it inside the
35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A gain of 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This is McCaffrey on the give. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They hand off to their big tight end. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
For Carolina.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
On the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years. So he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
Flush to his right. Open man is Samuel, complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Trenton Cannon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Panthers.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first.
Oh, Bridgewater intercepted for the third time.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a three-score game, though, fourth quarter. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero.
The 2-point conversion.
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense off the offense, now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Over the middle, it's complete. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Kamara. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Alvin Kamara.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 28.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
On third and short, the fullback Burton. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Now they'll throw with Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Ball carrier.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Kamara trying again. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Sets up third down and goal.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taking about 7 yards deep.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Carolina.
On the carry.
Christian McCaffrey McCaffrey, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That goes for a gain of 31. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Eli Apple. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
The 7-yard line, the catch is made. He takes this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Saints 16.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Douglas picks it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big 2nd half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Panthers, they move back over 500 now.